Hello and welcome back to the program. I am once again your host, Joe. Today we're going to continue with more Chrono Trigger. When last we left off, I crossed the Xenon Bridge having defeated some of Magus's troops, and found my way here to the town of Dorino. I love the little sprites on the map. Chrono just starts flailing, Marl sits down, and Luca pulls out a book. That's cute. Let's talk to some people. Mom said I can't play outside because of the monsters. I'm so bored. Is it true that the king was injured? What's going to happen to us and to our country? It's locked. I heard Magus knows arcane magic which the monsters can't match. Oh, where could Sir Cyrus be? Surely he hasn't deserted the kingdom. The hero has appeared. That means the epic battle will begin. I'll buy front row seats. I should purchase tonics. I'll buy 29. And 8 mid tonics. And 4 revives. And a couple of heals. And 3 shelters. Let's buy more heals. You never know. Thanks a lot. Actually, you know what? I don't need either of these. There you go. I'll recoup most of my losses there. Let's talk to the Town Elder. What's the Town Elder got to... I want you to find the mythical rainbow shell. Here's some front money. We're counting on you, Toma. Hey, no problem, 'cause, I'm the mythical explorer. Good match, eh, Chief? I'll be waiting for good news. With that settled, I'll grab a bite before I go. I'm busy right now. Let's talk later. The hero has come. He's strong and he's gonna thrash those monsters. We can use the rainbow shell to make some reflective armor. It'll be strong against magic. But that guy's a little flaky. Was it a mistake to trust him? Only the ancient sword Masamune can defeat him, and only the hero can wield it. The chief of San Dorino village lives here. San Dorino. Are you foreigners? Did you flee from Magus's troops? Magus has 3 fearsome henchmen, Ozzy, Flea, and Slash. They're tone-deaf, evil fiends. I see what they did there. Magus's lair is on an island to the east. Sheer cliffs make it inaccessible. Alright, so if that wasn't obvious enough to spell it out for you, just outright, the Magus's 3 elite soldiers, Ozzy, Flea, and Slash, are indeed based off of musicians. It's like a JoJo's thing. My husband, Tamarco, hasn't returned from the war, but these woods mean a lot to us, so I'll guard them until he returns. Okay. Guard your chests. Lol, I'm out. Here's the Pori Inn. Oh, you know what? I gotta go back. Toma said he was gonna get something to eat. There he is. Hey, how have you been? You pay my tab, I'll let you in on some stuff. How about it? Sure. Thanks a bunch. Hey, one more, please. Some creepy, dangerous frogs have taken over the southern woods. Is that it? Some creepy, dangerous frogs have taken over the southern woods. Okay. Alright. So Toma there. So he's Toma Levine. He's a middle-aged adventurer. Got a mustache. And so, to me, my brain, I see him and I'm just, oh wow, he likes to watch. I see Toma, his name is Levine, he's got the mustache, and my brain just goes, oh, so he's like Ted Levine, who played the chief of police on Monk. And that's my association with him. So I'm doing my best bad Ted Levine impression for his voice. Don't overdo it. I'm gonna put on this armor and fight that stupid Magus. Ugh! Oh, it's heavy. Oh! 2 of those. 3 of those. I stocked up on everything else. Now I gotta go in here and do the equipment thing. Ugh. Okay. We just got the tab invest. Ridiculous. Yeah, I'll buy a couple more. Because you never know when you're gonna run into somebody else who will join your party. And there, he beat me here! Hey, you again. How about buying me a soda? Sure. Thanks. I'll wish you a safe journey. I tracked down the rainbow shell that the chief wanted. It's on some small island. Only thing is, I don't know which island. And the money he gave me is gone. What should I do? I can't believe the legendary hero is that naughty runt Tata. Have you heard about the magical cave, the one east of the Denadoro Mountains? I saw a rock wall there pop open, and a gaggle of ghouls just walked right in. Best to leave Magus and his cronies alone, though. Little Tata must be away. We haven't seen him in a while. But things are a lot quieter without that brat around. I can't believe the legendary hero was a boy from this village. Did you hear the latest? No. Well, remember that the legendary hero is from this village, then. What? A strange monster came by the other day, mumbling about Queen Lean and the Masamoon. That sure were an ugly frog, hardy har. Tata's house. My son's the legendary hero. It must have been all that oatmeal. And to think that I'm his father. Of course. Yeah, my grandson's a brave hero. That's from my side of the family. Hee hee hee. God, did I give Melchior that voice? If only I had some jerky. What a great meal I could make. Well, you know what? I'm gonna marry Tata. You know what? Now we've seen what jerky can do. So I believe her. Next to the bed is a treasure box. Open it and the contents are yours. The magic cave lies under a mountain east of Denadoro. Tata received the hero medal. At first I thought it was fake. He must have done something very brave. He's probably up north looking for the legendary sword. It's one of those boxes. Okay. Alright. Market. Okay. I know there's a... Oh, no, you know what? I think that might be in the present, actually. There's a vendor that sells jerky, and it's very overpriced. And if I buy it and I bring it to the lady, she'll be like, food for my family! Yay! Let's fight these guys. Kablam! Oh! Okay. Wow. Oh, I can get them all. This is probably going to kill that frog, isn't it? Yep. Which means this cyclone was a huge waste. Oh, you know what? He's dead. It worked. It worked. Yeah, see, this is the thing, is that on a New Game Plus, I would be running right through all these guys. What's in the box? Shelter. But since we're not doing a New Game Plus, I can actually stand to benefit from beating all these guys. So that's what I'm gonna do. Frog does the rain thing. Or should I say the T'Pol does. Fire. Ice. Oh, not dead. No, he's gonna die from this. I didn't think he was gonna kill that frog. I hope I get credit for that. If I may betray the timing of when this recording is happening, as I understand it, the new Mad Max movie, which I shouldn't call it a Mad Max movie because it's a spin-off. Max isn't in it. Although also it's like it's a running thing that Mad Max movies, while Max is there, they're not about him. He shows up, encounters somebody else's problems, and is like, well, what do I do here? That's a Mad Max movie right there. But yeah, it apparently came out and didn't perform too hot at the theater. I did not attempt to go see it myself, but as I understand it, I saw a lot of people reporting online that they went to the theater and nobody else was there. Which does make me think that I should maybe check it out sometime during the day. Might just catch an afternoon matinee at the theater. You go see Mad Max. Go see. I keep saying go see Mad Max. It's going to see Furiosa though. If I just take an afternoon to go see Furiosa, that would probably be that would be good, you know? It's a movie that I'm interested in watching. Is Frog dead? Okay, that frog is dead, and now Luca will finish that frog? Yeah, okay. Luca leveled up. How are we doing on tech points? Spin Cut in 67. Cure in 57. Napalm in 67. Robo-Tackle in 124 because I have not used you. I saw frogs come out of here. Cozy. Going Magic Scarf. Who's there? 'Tis thee, Chrono. 'Tis thee, Chrono. Thou art here to practice thy skill in swordplay? Yeah. I can't open this one? Alright. What? The king has to be injured. I see. 'Tis nary a thing I canst do. Please be on thy way. The hero I am not. I can do not. So Frog's whole thing, he speaks with the old-timey language. He's supposed to be like, oh, he's talking like Thor from the Marvel movies, you know? Is that gonna work? Is that gonna work? It worked. Okay. Yeah, so he just sort of peppers in thous and thys and cansts and whatnot. You know, thou art this and thou art that. Knave? But I don't think anybody on the translation team really understood how to use those words because, sometimes it just is not correct. I say this as somebody who has not studied Middle English, but who knows enough about how this shit is supposed to work that it's not right. It's not even Middle English. It's like late... It's like early modern English. English is weird. As is evidenced by the fact that we have several periods of it, which are like... best described as like modern, early, middle. Like, okay, so you've got early English, which is like, I guess that would have been what the Angles would have been speaking when they came over from fucking Germany, you know? There is an alternate reality where they speak Sexlish. You know, that country could have easily been named after the Saxons just as well as it was named after the Angles. Yeah, before then they were speaking, I guess, Brionthic, and then the French invaded, and so French got mixed in with it, except it wasn't actually just the French, it was also, like, because it's the Normans. So, like, from Normandy, which is in France, to be clear, the Normans came from France, Normandy. But it's called Normandy because it's where the Norse who came down to France and made friends with the King of France settled. So they are Norse, but they're like several generations of living in France, so not quite. It's a complex situation. And so they're like garbled French became mixed with the early English. And so the end result is, you know, early English. It's a weird situation, is what I'm saying. You know what? Casting a spell on these snakes is not the worst move. Snake, move down. Not gonna work, is it? No. Alright, well, here's the plan. I'll lightning bolt that one, and then I'll use anti-paw on the other one. Yeah, and then it's just English, like, evolved from there. It's been, like... It's been a long while since, you know, the Angles took over and Brionthic was no longer the lingua franca of England. And then it was subsequently sort of replaced for a little while with the lingua franca of the continent, which was the lingua franca. The language of the Franks. Weird how that works out. Oh, and Luca takes off her helmet when she sleeps. We get to see that long purple hair. Very nice. Let's save. Alright, a hero appears. Well, everybody's talking about the Denadoro Mountains where the magic sword supposedly sleeps. Let's go to the Denadoro Mountains. Can I get this chest? Threaded gold. Nope. Okay, I woke them up. Look, I am a fan of goblins, and these guys are not the fun goblins you expect to see. I am a goblin enjoyer. I play Warcraft. I have several goblins. These ain't them. Akira Toriyama, clearly not a goblin enjoyer. Could we classify Emperor Pilaf as a goblin? He's kind of fun. I think we might be able to. Ah! There's Goblin. Oh, that was easy. This is a terrible place. You'd best run away while you can. If you like their hammers on fire, they're pussycats. That is what the man in the inn said. well, that kid just ran the fuck out. And we get the fun, happy music. At least for that screen. I'm gonna get this treasure chest. Gotta revive. And this chest is an ether. Are you chilling, sir? Yeah. Okay. Hey. That's uncalled for. Okay, let's just do this here. We got a bird guy up there. He's a ninja crow! Oh my god, it's Pizza Cat's reference. Obviously I knew that he was a ninja bird the whole time, but it only just occurred to me, you know what? I mean, obviously it's not a Pizza Cat's reference. I'm sure, you know, bird ninjas are like a cultural thing, but, you know... I like Pizza Cats. It's a fun show. If you've not seen the Pizza Cats, they're fighting crime, oh yes, all over town. Highly recommend. I think it's on Crunchyroll? If it's not on Crunchyroll... No, actually I don't know if it's on Crunchyroll. I don't have that shit. I entertained the notion of getting Crunchyroll briefly, and then Netflix picked up JoJo's, so it's fine. No, it must be on Retro Crush, which I believe is free to an extent. It's free in the way Crunchyroll used to be. You can watch a bunch of stuff for free, and then there's some stuff that's premium. Whoa! Alright, if you really want to fight, well... And I'm pretty sure Pizza Cats is one of the free things. Don't quote me on that, but do investigate, because Pizza Cats is very entertaining. As I understand it, what happened was, they sent over a bunch of video footage, but they didn't send over the scripts. Anything up here? No? Okay. And so, like, the voice crew in, I want to say this is probably all voice acted in Montreal, because that's, like, the hub of voice acting in Canada, and at the time, Canada was getting all of the voice work for some reason. So, like, the folks at the voiceover crew just had to be like, oh, well, what do we do then? There's no script. And so what they did was they just made stuff up, and it was hilarious. They would watch the episode, and they would figure out what dialogue they want. Or if it wasn't the voice crew, it was the localization crew who had nothing to go off of. But somebody was responsible in Canada for coming up with a new script based off of, like, what they were seeing in the Pizza Cats episodes. And yeah, I'm very entertained. It's a good show. It's a good-ass show. Give it a watch. The 3 superhero cats who deliver pizza. Gold Helm. Well, I guess I'll give it to Robo. And the gold suit. Sure, why not? But yeah, so, like, this is... Here's probably my favorite cultural difference between the North American version of Pizza Cats and the actual, like, Japanese version, is, there's... So, like, the king's, royal, like, court, and they call him the king even though he's very clearly, like, a daimyo. It's, you know, it's got, like, it has a traitor, because you gotta have somebody who's treacherous, you know, working against the kingdom. And it also has, like, a dog who's, like, loyal, and I don't know exactly what the king is supposed to be, but he's, like, goofy. No, they called him the Emperor. He's the Emperor in the Canadian release. Emperor Fred. All he knew how to say was Fred. He's stupid ever since he had his wisdom teeth removed, I believe was the in-series explanation. But the big cultural difference is that the guy who's in the court who is like working against the king or against the emperor is and this is like known by one of the members of the court, so he's like constantly in talks with the pizza cats to do something about it. He is a kitsune, which is a Japanese thing, right? But it, in 1987 Quebec, they didn't know what that was. I know I can catch the rocks that guy throws, but I don't know how. Yeah, they didn't know they don't know what a kitsune is. They don't have that concept. And so what you got instead was they were like, well, what is he? I don't know, is he a rat? And so that was the story then, was suddenly he's a rat. And so I don't know what they would have called him. I don't know what they would have called him, what his name was in the original Japanese, but in the North American release, he was simply referred to as the Big Cheese. Because he's a rat. I think his first name that they gave him is actually Seymour, so he's Seymour Cheese. And he's got an elderly ninja crow that works by his side. Shippers would have a field day with them today. I don't know if they did back in the day, but I don't know, what am I saying? I'm sure they did. I'm sure that fan art exists. This elderly ninja crow walks with a cane. His feathers are all gray. Hey, we're getting our next tier of spells. Techs, rather. His name was Geriatric. They were very about puns. It is incredible how much this series enjoyed puns. And as a pun enjoyer myself, it's fun. Can I? No, I can't Cyclone. They're too close together. Can I Ice? I can Ice. Okay. Oh, it's a gauntlet. Okay. But yeah, it's fun. It's fun. It's a good show. Every episode is kind of a little bit Monster of the Week for a while. Just based on the fact that the Big Cheese hatches a new scheme every week on how to take over the kingdom. Little Tokyo. And he's got the Emperor has a absolutely unhinged daughter, Princess Vi. And she's constantly ordering people sent to Prisoner Island if they upset her. And she is easily upset. There's also a character who has she's like a ram. She is a frequent customer of the Pizza Cats. And the two guys on the team, Speedy and Guido, both are vying for her affections. And when she gets upset, her head pops open and missiles fire out. Which sounds strange, and it is strange. It does come in handy in at least one episode. Hey, Fire Sword and Ice Sword. The question is, if I'm curious. No, they're not gonna move. Oh wow! Leaving that guy to his devices results in some area damage. I'm gonna do an Aura Whirl. Yeah, I could talk about Pizza Cats for far too long. It's very good, and for a while, and I recognize now that this is incorrect, I thought that the guy who voiced Speedy in it was also the current voice of English Arsène Lupin. He is not. Arsène Lupin is voiced by Tony Oliver, I think? I don't remember who was the voice of Speedy in English. But I'll know in a second. I hope. Luca leveled up. Speedy Ceviche. Voice actor, English, Rick Jones. Well, what else has this guy done? He's still out there. Oh, he was Tenderheart in the Care Bears back in the day. He was on the very Canadian animated series, The Raccoons. If you're a fan of Commander Sterling's videos, then there's a decent chance you've seen the Raccoons villain, Cyril Sneer. Teddy Ruxpin, the Smoggies. Oh god, that ridiculous... there was a Jungle Book anime at one point. And he was a voice in that. Sharky and George. Oh, he was the voice of Clyde in Comic Clyde. Oh no. Oh no. The animated... He was in the animated Christopher Columbus cartoon, which I'm just now remembering was a thing that was on the air back in the day. Okay. Got one mid-tonic. What's going on down here? Oh. The waterfall behaves like it's got physics. Shut up. Get lost. Alright. I'm getting lost. Oh no. Let me scroll to the bottom here. Maybe I can find something he's done more recently. Let's, you know what? We got a new spell. Let's do it. You know what? You also learned a new spell. I can't... Okay, there we go. His last TV series that he did a voice for was something called Looped in 2016. So it's been almost a decade. That ain't great. There's a voice in a movie called Troll, Tale of a Tale. It's Norwegian? Okay. Feels slightly like a My How the Mighty Have Fallen situation. He's done some writing and some live action work too, and some voice direction. But not a lot recently, according to Wikipedia. I always thought he had a good voice, though. Birds. You know, good enough. We use the old cheapo spells. Yeah, Flame Toss is not it's not magic. She just has like a Zippo and some hairspray. Mountains are nice. This is the life. Mountains are nice. Man, you're nosy. Here, take this. Got one magic tab. Mountains are nice. Yeah. We just gotta sort of annoy him. Magic tab. Let's give that to Luca. But Joe, you still have a power tab there. Yeah, I do. So what? Actually. Oh, I can't use it on somebody who's not in my party right now. tricky. And that is a good place to leave off for now. Thank you for tuning in. I have once again been your host, Joe, and I will see you next time with more Chrono Trigger.